One of the most common muscle injuries in sport are hamstring pulls or strains. The hamstrings are the big muscle in the back of the thigh. They're super important in explosive sports movements. And one of the predisposing factors in a hamstring strain is a previous hamstring injury. So with that said, it's super important to rehabilitate a hamstring injury right the first time so you don't end up sidelined with a chronic problem. So to properly rehabilitate a hamstring strain, start out by applying ice for the first 24 to 48 hours. This will help with pain and the healing process. One thing to avoid early on is overstretching that hamstring strain. There's a tendency for athletes and trainers to do this because it just feels like that hamstring needs to be stretched, but that actually pulls apart the healing tissue. Instead, as soon as your pain is minimal, start a strengthening program that includes these exercises. Your strengthening program for those hamstrings can start out with a two-legged bridge. Begin with your toes pulled up, both knees bent, equal weight on both sides. Lift up through the hips, keeping your core tight. Squeeze those glutes, and then gently lower down. Start two-legged, working a set of 10, and then progressing to 3 sets of 10. Once that's pain-free, you can go to one-leg strengthening. Lift this leg up. Now this is your injured side. Stiffen your core, lift, hold, and lower back down. Again, work your way through 10 reps to start out with. If you can do this, your goal is to build up to 3 sets of 10. Our next exercise targets the hamstrings even more. We use sliders. If you don't have these, you can use paper plates and on your carpeting at home. Slip those paper plates underneath your heels, pull your toes up towards your shins, do your bridge, lift up two-legged, and then gently slide out as straight as you can go, and then use those hamstrings to pull back in. Repeat this 10 times. Gradually build up to 3 sets of 10. Once you've got enough strength and you can do that pain-free, let's go one-legged. This leg up, slide out, pull back, and then lower down. Again, gradually build yourself up to 10 reps and 3 sets for that endurance. The third exercise is called the Nordic Exercise. It's great for strengthening the hamstrings and preventing injury. You have to have a partner for this one and a boxer wall. Have your partner stabilize your legs. Then slowly go forward till you touch that boxer wall. Pull yourself back up using those hamstring muscles. This is a difficult exercise, so start with about 5 repetitions to start out with. And once you've gained the strength, increase to 10. The final step in rehabilitating your hamstrings is to test them before you go back in the game. Start by laying on your back, both legs straight. Stiffen up this muscle and raise your leg up as high as you can, and then lower it back down. Do that 5 times. If your motion is equal on both sides and that hamstring is pain-free, you're ready to get back in the game. If you have a hamstring injury that's just not getting better or any other sports medicine injury, visit the experts at DMC Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine.
Do you have a sports injury, or are you just looking to take your game to the next level? Then go where the pros go. DMC Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine. For immediate care, call 313-910-9328 or visit dmc.org/gamechanger.